All right, so hello and welcome to the place that you're meant to be. If you're looking for a divine sign that you're about to receive abundance, wealth, and prosperity, say thank you, because gratitude amplifies the vibration of abundance, and it brings all your desires like a magnet to you. So just thank you, because you're about to receive all the blessings that you've been praying for. Okay? What's up, guys? It's Benjamin Valpy, and I'm here to drop some gold nuggets for you on how to create your own thriving economy and on how to create an online business with the skill sets that you already have, right? With your own knowledge, and how you can create a scalable business with that and charge people for your expertise while you serve them at the highest level. So first and foremost, you guys know I love trying out different drinks on here. So today we're trying out one of my sparkling ice. I love these. They're pretty good. They're kind of bubbly. But this one's coconut pineapple. I don't really know what to expect from it, but you guys can try it out with me, okay? And we'll dive right on in. And I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to create your own economy and how I'm scaling my online fitness business. This is going to be some free advice, guys. This is going to be some tips for you, because I went about 2018 is when I first realized like you could do like an online business model. And it's 2021 right now. You can obviously see when this video is published, but it's May 18th, Tuesday, 9:34 p.m. I'm just being straight up with you guys. And in March, right? So that's 3 years ago. I first, we could have probably started my online fitness energy business, online fitness business then, right? That's kind of when I first got the dream of it, is that I would be an online fitness trainer, right? So now I'm going to share with you some of the things that, I did wrong, that held me back, that I kind of struggled through, so that you can kind of fast track your progress and, get paid what you want, right? And create your own economy. So first things first, I just did a podcast on this. If you want to check it out, it's called The Wealth Magnet. You should be able to find it on Spotify. I'm not sure if it's on Apple Podcasts, but it's called The Wealth Magnet. And I give a manifestation secrets, and it's all about wealth, money, and mindset, okay? So basically, you have to decide that you want to be a leader, that you're done with uncertain times, and that, if we go through another world crisis like COVID or something, that you don't want to be at the hand of what the economy is, what the world economy. You want to be in control of your own economy, right? If not, you're like whiplashing. They're just like slapping you around, right? So if you're ready for that, to be in charge of your own economy, your own business, in charge of your own life, in charge of what you get paid and how much money you make per month, per year in your lifetime, then this video is for you right here, right now. And that's the first decision you have to make when you're thinking about going online, because you're actually deciding that you're going to be a leader, that you're going to lead others, that you're going to stand up, and that you're going to be inspiring others, and that but you're going to be doing it with a skill set that you already have. So it might sound scary to some of you. It might sound like something new, like how am I going to be a leader? Well, there's a whole bunch of productivity and performance secrets that I'll deliver in later episodes, because basically over time, we're going to have to cut out all the bad habits so that you can, continue to be your best version and rise and live your best life. That's what it leads to down the road. But I was just kind of giving you a sneak preview of that. So the first thing is that you want to be a leader, that you want to do that, and that you're ready to do that. Even if you're not ready, like were our ancestors ready to come across America? Life's about adventure. Life's about taking risks. There's no more saber-toothed tigers. Tell your nervous system, take some deep breaths, take the leap of faith, get started. Like I said, I wish I would have got started earlier in this. I'm 24 now, but imagine if I had started a business when I was 19 or 21. 3 years ago, then I could be a millionaire right now, right? We all want to be a millionaire, right? Money goals is a different thing, specific, emotional, tangible, reasonable money goals that draw emotion from you. Like I want to, $120,000 because then I can buy the new M3 BMW, right? Like that's going to get me emotionally involved, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that some other time. Or check out The Wealth Magnet, my podcast. It's all about that manifestation, how to get emotionally involved with your desires to draw them to you. So second tip is if you have to find your own unique ability, okay? Take a sip of this. So good. I love these drinks. Makes it so fun. Okay, so your own unique ability, and that's going to be something that you're already great at, okay? That's going to be something that you kind of have coached yourself through over the past few years. So for me, it's been fitness, okay? 3 years ago, I was probably like 20 pounds overweight. I was similar, funny enough, I was kind of similar weight to I am now, but my body mass, right? My muscle to fat was differently distributed. Okay, right now I'm like probably 10% body fat and like 65 or 67% muscle, and I'm lean. I have abs. I have a good, nice, strong, chiseled physique, and I'm strong throughout my whole body. And I have the processes, the mindsets, the states you need to be in to get the results, and to tap into elite energy, okay, and live your best life. So that's my business model. Your business model could be anything, that you're good at, okay? The first thing you want to do is just write down the top 5 things that you're known for, that you're good at, okay? And some people are like, well, I'm not good, like, at this. Like, you might be good at, how to feng shui your bedroom. If you're a girl or something and you're into that, you might be good at picking out outfits, right? The whole idea that's going to be allowing you to charge a premium price online is giving someone a transformation in their life, right? Not just some like general knowledge, but specialized knowledge that you can deliver, package for someone, take them through a process, and they get a transformation out of it, right? Because if I take someone on a fitness call, and I'm having a call with them and I'm talking with them, right? And I ask them, how much would it be worth, right? To, like we'll go over all these emotional pain points of like, I'm overweight, I haven't got the weight off, and I'm not confident, and, I own a health business, but I'm not even in my best shape, and we find these pain points, and then, my business model solves these. And I said, like, so how much would it be worth it, to get these problems solved, right? And they're like, priceless, right? Because if I can rearrange and transform my health, then I can create a business that's going to bring me infinite returns, right? And so, she might think and be like, yeah, I mean, it's priceless, because like what I can do with my transformation, my limitless transformation, there's no ceiling to it. So same with you. Like, you want to kind of look at like, what can you do for a transformation, right? What are some of the skill sets that you're really, really good at? Are you a good storyteller? Are you a good writer? Are you a good teacher about mindset? Are you a good teacher about how computer programs work? Are you a good, teacher or instructor about, wild medicinal plants? One of these girls I used to date, she has a business model, and she studied like herbal plants and herbal medicine. So now she's like a plant expert. She teaches people how to understand plants, how to use them for beneficial properties, how to understand the plant spirits, right? Just how to connect with the earth, you just that spirit of life on a deeper level. So, it's like, don't limit yourself. There's a niche out there. There's a niche out there for everyone, but go ask your friends, your family, what are the top 3 to 5 things that, you people come to you for? What do people come and ask you about and ask your specialized knowledge? Like, is it my brother, really good imagination, really good with all Marvel comics. But if I was going to write a book, I might say, hey, could you write us? Could I pay you $5,000 to $7,000, whatever, to write come up with a creative storyline that I could base this off of so that I could branch this off of, right? So that's going to give, he can charge for that $5,000, $7,000, $9,000, $12,000, right? Because what someone can then do with that value that he's given them is there's no limit to it, right? So that's the kind of beauty you want to bring to the marketplace. There's a beautiful quote I have right here behind my computer. Making yourself more valuable to the marketplace, right? Jim Rohn, right? Talks about the levels, right? He's like, oh, he's starting at the base of the ladder. It's like McDonald's. He was talking in like the 80s or whatever. So it was like when it was like $4 or whatever. And he's talking about like the marketplace is a ladder. He's like, it's not a bed. You're not going to lay here. You're not going to stay here. So it starts at around 4 or 5, and it goes all the way up to whatever he said. It was someone who worked for Disney, made $56 million when they made $1 billion in revenue. And he's like, is a company going to pay a man $56 million that helped them make $1 billion? He's like, of course. It's like, it's an of course moment. Of course. Because he helped them make $1 billion. He's like, that's chicken feed. So if you provide more value to the marketplace, and it takes a little bit of time, it takes creating and taking all this generalized knowledge and making like a diamond, right? Like that's my fitness method. My fitness program is called the Diamond Method, because we take our pains and our struggles, right? And like just that this energy and this pressure of life, and condense that and use that as fuel for our workouts, for our mindsets, for changing our identity and stepping into our best self and unlocking our lead energy as human beings. So again, just to recap, 3 to 5 things, and then kind of refine at the thing that you could teach really, really well. What's the thing you wouldn't get bored of teaching if you were to teach 3, 4, 5 days a week, right? Give yourself a couple days off once you create your own business and you're making $10K plus a month. Give yourself a couple days off, do something fun with your family, your friends, go race your RC boats, like whatever it is that you got, that's going to fulfill you, because this is life. We want to live our best life and make a lot of money and be of service to others, but it's life after all. Like the skin will fade away, the skeleton will be here, it'll turn to dust, our spirits will live on, maybe in this universe or another one. So it's worth it to be passionate and to be true and to find what it is that, is your own unique ability. What is your own unique ability? Do some inspirational soul searching and find it, bring it, realize you want to be a leader in that industry. And then 3 is going to be niching down. Who is the exact customer, right? For me, my exact customer, tip number 3, is an online business owner, right? A high achieving online business owner, right? That wants to lose 20 pounds and increase their energy. So I used to just want to teach yoga to everyone. I used to just want to teach fitness and give general health and fitness information. And then I started working with a mentor that I invested into, and it scared the fuck out of me because it was $6,000 and I didn't have the money, but he helped coach me through a process and he helped me acquire clients. And now I've made more money than I've invested into him. So it's pretty awesome. But that's the important part, is to look into this and to notice, what niche is it that you're going to go into. I'm giving you very valuable information on this. A lot of coaches will just try to sell you. I'm not going to even go that. There's a lot of great coaches out there that teach different ways. I'm just going to give you. I never niched down. I never figured out my ideal client for a couple of years, and it hurt me. Like I said, I probably could have been a millionaire right now, and I'm 24, right? If I had done this one skill. So if there's one thing I could have told myself, it would be this right here, right now. And that's the importance of finding your ideal customer, so you can speak once you've found your skill set, and once you want to be a leader, and once you start crafting your offer and you get out there and you start taking imperfect action, and you maybe start doing some Facebook lives, some YouTube lives, some live streams on your Instagram, and you start talking to an audience and start putting your hashtags and so on, and you start creating content for this audience member. So imagine they're like scrolling and you see an ad and it speaks directly to you. That's because they've done their market research and they started testing the waters by putting out content and seeing what engages, and not just engages, but who's engaging with it. And they're tracking the data, tracking the metrics, and seeing, okay, we're creating a product, an Xbox controller for Halo fans, and we're going to market it to 15-year-old boys in America, and then they're tracking the data and they see that they're getting a lot of people viewing the ads and buying the product, and it is that exact demographic, right? So once you create you realize the demographic that you want to serve, right? Your ideal avatar, stay-at-home moms, in their 50s with 2 kids that want to lose 20 pounds of weight and they have fatigue, right? You want to serve them. Then you realize the psychographic, right? And then you get really clear on their pain points so that you can speak to them. And within your offer, you speak and you build up the pain in the offer, right? And that they're going through. It's like when you enter the conversation inside of your prospects, inside of the person's head. So when they read it, they're like, they know what I'm going through. They get it. They understand me. And then you present a solution. You have some kind of call to action. There's a balance between continually, putting out tons of value so they feel like they can know, like, and trust you. Like I'm doing right now to you is I'm giving you this information so you can trust me, so you know that you're part of a true, authentic community. And then you put as the solution, your skill, your expert level, your expert skill that's going to be the solution that's going to fix them and give them the transformation that they're going to pay a premium price for, because it's going to be priceless and change their life forever. And that's how you create an online business. Okay. Of course, there's other process that go into it, like working with incredible mentors, working with an incredible community, so that you can get the results that you're really, really looking to get in life, like 10, 20, 30, up to 100K months people are doing, One guy I know on Facebook, him and his team, over $1 million, and it's May, they've done in their business, which is, they're turning into a pretty big business by then. But turning into 10K months for pretty much anybody with a skill is very, very possible. 10, 20, 30K months. And that's all done through high ticket offers. And that's all what I've broken down to you, how you can create that. But another thing is just going to be, once you decide and then you find a mentor or a coach that is steps ahead of you, that's a few steps ahead of you, or that is where you want to be, is already making 10, 20, 30K a month, invest in them. Because if you can pay them $6,000 and then within the 3 months or their 12-week program, they can help you make $12,000 and you invested only $6,000, you get a return on investment and you cut down time. And like I said, I wasted like 2-3 years of thinking that I'll just do it on my own, trying to go to all these free webinars and these free classes, and trying just to piece it together. But the thing is, it wasn't going deep. It was going wide. And you get results when you go deep. And you go deep and you hone in and specific. You learn how to get deep with something and learn the skeleton. Like I said, we're a skeleton underneath all of this, right? It's not like we're just a body. Like if you just try to be a body and go out there and just run and shit, you have no structure. You need backbone. You need authenticity. And this is what I call spiritual truths, okay? There's part of this code of ethic of being alive, and that's to be 100% authentic and to serve the highest good, right? You know what I'm saying? So, you might have different beliefs, but you need a strong backbone in any successful business Most businesses, like 50% of businesses don't, 75% of businesses don't last the first year, 90% are gone within the first 5 years. 3% are there within 10 years. So if you're going to want to go into business and have something be sustainable, it has to be strong and based on authenticity and based on actually serving people and based on doing more for anyone than anyone else. Okay. That's something that Tony Robbins talks about, who's been in business for like 40 plus years with some of the best world elite leaders, studied with Paul Tudor Jones and just the hedge fund expert, and just he's interviewed, he has the book Money Master the Game. Like money is a spiritual game because your business model is about serving people and doing more for them than anyone else. So that's why it's okay to over deliver. That's why it's okay to stay up late on these nights. That's why it's okay to stay up late, to wake up early, because when you're really aligned with this and this is your heart and your soul and your passion and you're living and you're breathing it, it's your spiritual soul that's like cutting past limitations of old conditioning, and you're breaking the patterns and you're getting in this state of service, and it just ignites you from within. So it takes a little bit to refine and to get into, but I hope that you can feel the authenticity and the fire and the passion that I have right now in the truth that I'm speaking, because that's what it truly is. And that's what selling is. Selling is service. Selling is creating transformation in someone's life. And if you're not creating the transformation in their life, you're almost doing them a disservice. Got that from Dean Graziosi, but he's another Scorpio, so I really respect him. And if you have the solution to someone's problem and you can give them the transformation through your product or your service or your system, and you don't sell it to them, you're doing them a disservice. So invest in yourself, invest in your skill sets and your ability to authentically and ethically provide a solution to somebody, but all through them coming to the conclusion, right? You want to be able to paint a picture, enter the conversation in their head so that they realize that you have the best service, the best product, because they know, like, and trust you. And that's why marketing is so important. And that's why it's so important to get super clear on your one specific small niche, your little blue ocean, not your red ocean where all the sharks are eating and killing each other, your little blue ocean. So even if it's fitness, niche down and find in the fitness, right, the people that want to unlock all day elite energy, right? Then you can say, hey, this is my fitness offer, but it's not like these. It's not these things. My fitness offer is this, and those are the people. And then when you're talking to them, you find out what is, and you're like, well, this is what we offer. We offer elite energy, and you don't ever want to tear down other people's offer, but you always want to build up yours and talk about how it serves that person at the highest level. And that's all done by finding your own unique skill and your own unique ability. And from the moment that you decide that you're willing to step up and be a leader in your life, and that's where the magic truly starts happening. Because that's what God wants. That's what the universe wants. That's what you truly want. That's what we want as human beings, is to feel in charge and to feel like we're like the leader. Sure, there's different times when you're in the bedroom with your girlfriend and you might want to switch roles, but in business, you want to be in charge and you want to be confident, because that's what someone looks for in someone that has a solution. They don't need to know everything about it. They just need to know and feel your confidence that you have the solution to get them out of their pain, right? And to provide them with the solution, okay? So it's very important. So rewatch this video. Always, get into a peak state, keep the body moving, stay fun, stay enthusiastic, because enthusiasm will help you, when you're in the growth phase, right? Jim Rohn always talks about business is like the seasons. Life and business like the seasons. Like we have summer, we have fall, we have winter, we have spring. Learn how to handle the winters. Learn how to take advantage of the springs and plant those seeds in spring and ahead. Learn how to defend the summers, right? Learn how to nurture like a mother and protect like the father. Because if you plan your season, you start your business, and you go into summertime, and things are going well. But then, he's like, the hungry bugs and the noxious weeds are there to eat the crop. They're there to take all the good that you've done and undo all of it. So you got to be able to fight back what's fighting you. So if things are coming and bad habits are coming up, you got to be able to step up again and say, no, I'm going to fight this back, right? Say, no, I'm going to take heed here, and this is my mission, this is my purpose, and I'm putting my heart and soul into this. The fall, what you reap, what you sow, you reap. And learn how to handle the falls without complaint of what you do. And I've done that in the past with my yoga business. I thought it was good. Thought I had some good ideas back then when I was going. I was like, okay, I'm a yoga teacher, and I was teaching people. And then I got back into like smoking spliffs over the summer, and I lost my momentum, and I lost my client base, and I lost the studio I was working with. And then fall came around, and I had to pretty much ask my family to help support me. And that's what I'm saying, because I was learning some of this stuff. So that's why if I can change someone's life right now, that like it pained me. Like it pained me because I had so much momentum. I was doing so good. And then I was back to just smoking spliffs. And this was in 2019. And I lost all that momentum. And I let myself down. Not only that, I let down probably a lot of people that I could have served through my fitness business, through the skill sets that I have. So by the time fall come around, right, that the physically fall, but then also the business fall, right? Business fall. It's like I can't complain about that. I sowed that, and you reap what you sow. So, and then winter comes, right? And you hope that everything that you planted in the spring and you defended and you nurtured through the summer, and then that you reap the harvest without complaint and without apology if you did incredible. You hope that not just hope, but that has to be what supplies you over the winter, because winters can be long and dark. The nights that go on and on and on, the nights that feel like forever, the cloudy days, the emotional winters, the economic winters, the mental winters, the psychological winters, the physical winters, the world winters, right, of COVID. If what we've been working on and what we reap from what we've sown, that's going to be your life for what gets you through the tough times. So learn how to handle the winters, learn how to take advantage of the spring, learn how to nurture during the summer, like nurture like a mother and defend like a father. Go after, kill. If something's coming after you, make sure you kill it off, right? Don't literally, but like, I'm just saying, if there's bad habits that start creeping back up, like I said, like figure out the solution, work with a mentor, get on track, get accountability. Don't let these bad habits sabotage the success. Like, how much more are you willing to sacrifice, right, for bad habits that have sabotaged your life, right? And now we're stepping into the better you, right? The better you, the stronger you, the wiser you, the one that's able to handle the challenges, is able to handle the winters, emotional, physical, mental, spiritual winters. The one that believes and knows and has this inner strength and knows your own spirit. Because that's the person that's going to be able to stand up, be a powerful leader in front of someone, and it's going to be able to help change the world. That's going to change someone's life. That's going to get someone out of an addiction. That version of you is going to, help someone recover, get off of drugs, help someone find the love of their life through relationship coaching, help someone get in the best shape of their life through fitness coaching, help someone make their first 10 grand when they were broke 3 months earlier through your online your, what would that be called? Like your online business builder business. Like that version of you, that unstoppable force of nature within you, that version of you is going to do miraculous things in this world. It's going to change people's lives, and it's going to show up and be the version that it was meant to be. That's coming into our true strength. I'm a guy, if women are watching this, that's what I talk about. That first step is leadership. And it changes with our personal philosophy. You know, we have to pick and choose and make our own personal philosophies, right? On who we believe we are, what life's about, what it's all for, right? That's our own personal philosophy that we have to decide and come to create it, just to decide what life means, what it stands for. But that's being a leader. That's being a leader in life, and there's so many distractions in life that it's so worth it to come up with your own philosophy, decide that you want to cut out, negative thinking habits, bad, negative beliefs, negative self-image, and that you're willing to do what it takes. You're willing to read the books. It doesn't need to be super stressful. It can be planned out, meticulously planned out, so you know the numbers of what it takes. Okay, I read this book helped me do this, and you take a step-by-step process and you make a plan, and you're willing to change and alter course like a plane, when it flies from the East Coast to the West Coast, is making micro adjustments, and you're just willing to do the work because you're dedicated to your better future. And I'll tell you, when I first started listening to some of these inspirational podcasts or these inspirational YouTube videos, like, I would practice. It's simply working at the mountain, doing ski rental, check-in, outside lift attendant stuff, helping people on and off the lift and stuff like that. But on the way up to the mountain, either on the way up there with my phone, I'd just be making, based on what I'd heard and all the stuff that was in my brain, I'd be making voice memos, and I would just be trying to regurgitate some of this stuff so it got wired into my nervous system, right? And studies show that when you write it down, you retain 50%, I think it's 25% more or something. And then when you also say it back, if I say, to be a leader, you have to believe in your own work and show people how to create a transformation in their life. And then you say, a true leader believes in their work and shows how other people how to create transformation in their life. You speak that, and that gets in your nervous system. It's all this work where your vibration goes into the liquids, right? Our body's mostly water. So I can say strength, energy, gratitude, love into this water. That's changed the cellular structure of this liquid, right? And same with you. And it gets in your nervous system, and this vibration, this energy starts to expand. So the more you don't press until something breaks. Like a bone, sure, a bone might heal, but you don't want to press on something, right? You don't want to get 1 hour of sleep per night and then try to work 23 hours. That's not sustainable. But you want to challenge yourself. You want to come up, like I said, with your own philosophy on what works for you. That's where it starts. My own philosophy was listening to the great leaders that I learned from, when I was listening to Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins at these times, and I say, hey, they're multi-billionaires. I have a vision of being a billionaire. Let me start modeling some of this stuff, these habits, activities that these guys are doing. Let me start, creating my own personal philosophy plan on this stuff. And that's how I became this person. That's how I became Benjamin. That's how I decided that I was ready to step up and that I was going to make it happen. Because when there's something really powerful, there's something really powerful that happens when you decide to create your own philosophy. And something really powerful happens when you decide to create your own philosophy. And that's what I did back in 2018. Before that, I was more just kind of inspired by life. Sure, I'd listen to different like speakers on YouTube and stuff. But like I said, in 2018, when I started listening to Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, started watching elite athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo, and I started studying some of these habits, and it sparked something in my brain, like this part of me that wants to be my most elite version. And I say, hey, we're human. I'm ready to step up. I'm ready. I had physical challenges at then, believing I had like these injuries that couldn't heal. I had done some like hard drugs when I was coming out of high school a few years earlier, and I was still just under the impression that I was kind of like a victim and wounded, right? And I started listening to some of these guys and the stuff that they've overcome, and to where they're at now. And I said, okay, I'm ready to start creating my own personal philosophy. I'm ready to start like strengthening and bending that willow branch like a little bit, and just starting to see like, okay, are these things as real as I thought they were? Or is any of this an illusion, right? And then, of course, I learned about it, how like your reality is, your own projection on the state that we're in. And that's what really, really, really helped me to start creating my own philosophy, is I started being in control of my own energy. Started taking 100% responsibility for myself, but I stayed in contact. I forgave parts of myself that I thought were injured, that were wounded, that I'd cast away. After I'd done some hard drugs, I used to punch myself in the face, and I would say like I was dead and I killed myself, and that I was worthless, and that I just didn't deserve to live, that I had ruined like my imagination, that I had ruined this part of myself that, had a vision to help humanity out. And I had like totally cast away this part of myself. And then it took years to forgive myself again and say, the shit's in the past. That story is in the past. It's a story. It's a terrible horror film. I keep repeating, like, let it go. Let's continue. Let's take this moment, decide to be in charge, and to create my own new philosophy on what I believe life was, what people are capable of. Like, maybe people are in, like, I would start playing around with this imaginative idea of like, maybe people are resilient, and that's how the imagination starts to spark your own new way of philosophy and putting this together. And then that's when I would start with my phone and taking voice recordings and start expressing myself and having fun with pretending I was a motivational speaker, and I learned the power of vibration, manifestation, getting into strong emotional states, and learning about anchoring in certain situations. Tony Robbins used to talk about, whenever he heard a train, when he had this event that he did at a seminar in a hotel, and he would do it in the big convention centers, and he was right next to a train track. So he helped everyone. He said, whenever there was a train, he'd just be like, go wild, jump around, put on the music, dance around. And, like, we can just do it, like, right now. Like, and I'll explain it in 1 second, okay? But, like, if you hear this song, right, when we put on this song right here, just go wild. And you see, like, and then stand up, stay here, be in a peak state with me right now on how you feel, okay? And I would do this. I moved to Portland, Oregon. I'd do this also when I was living in a smaller town of Hood River in Oregon. And every time I heard a train, I would just be like, I'm so happy and grateful. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm still like scaling my business. I'm not into like the 7-figure range, but right now, I feel the most incredible I've ever felt in my life. I'm signing new clients to my fitness business, and I'm growing my business. On track to be a 10K a month business just for starting this business like a couple months ago. And I'm ecstatic about it. I'm absolutely freaking ecstatic about it. And it's about to be freaking incredible. But I learned that we can wire our nervous systems. So I learned great things through, I guess that we call them thought leaders, right? And we start stretching our minds and just asking ourselves, in our own philosophical model, what is reality? What is real? What is fake? What's my ideal life look like? Who's that character I want to become, right? And for most of your already very successful entrepreneurs, they've recreated a new identity for themselves, their 2.0, 3.0, 9.0 version, right? Continue to refine, right? Because that's just how it works. You continue to refine your models because the being flexible is where it's at. Yoga joke. And and that's where imagination, manifestation, energy is where I believe life gets fun. And that's what I love so much about fitness. That's what I love so much about soccer. Not only one, that it helped me get my life back and become my best version, but it makes life fun. When you're working your physicality and you're sweating toxins out of yourself, whether or not you're the most healthy person, you're a vegan, you eat tofu 3 meals a day. When we have pollutions in the air, okay, we have paint in our houses, right? Like we have physical stresses that go on. Like when we tune in and we push ourselves to a point in our physical conditioning, we like break through this like limitation we thought we had in our body, and it like blasts open to this spiritual nirvana, right? Like, I know I'm just talking, it sounds like crazy, but it's seriously what happens. And that's the part that I fell in love with, and that's what got me into fitness coaching and wanting to be my best version, because it all started on trying to, working on overcoming challenges in my life. And then I realized I can serve other people through that. And I'm not the only one going through challenges. There's a lot of online entrepreneurs out there that are going through fitness challenges, that have had past things or old stories that they're in right now that are painful, dinging our confidence, making us feel less than we really are, in our dreams to show up and be our best self and serve our customers at our highest level. And for that, we need to show up for ourselves at our highest level. So that's where I created my business, Breakthrough Central, and then I created the Diamond Method, which is my fitness program. And that's what I take people through. That's what I take people through to get them the results, that they're looking for, right? Not just to throw some generic information and say, hey, here's a fitness plan, go have fun with it. But it's because I can emotionally connect with you. And, I get it. It sucks when you feel like your life has been taken away from you, or you're the victim of circumstances. And it's nothing to feel weak about. That's the main thing. It's nothing to feel weak about. We're humans. We have emotions. Sure, there's emotional intelligence and strength, all things that I teach. But we should never shame ourselves. We should never feel guilty. Because when we attach to guilt and shame, these aren't us. These are just emotions. They're just energies, and they're negative energies. And they're not serving energies. So it's all about getting into, these strong, empowered, emotional states where, it's new. It's something, it's taking uncomfortable action, imperfect action, but what is right. What is going to get you the results of making you feel literally unstoppable and unlock all day energy. by tuning into your best version, by losing that extra weight, by waking up every morning, seeing your beautiful wife or husband, and feeling sexy, fit, and alive. When you get in your shower, you see those abs, and you get out of the shower and you see those striations in your legs, and you have that bright smile on your face, and you give yourself a pound on the chest, go through your morning manifesto, and you're just like, I'm the sexiest human being alive, and you're pumping yourself up, and you're not only saying it, but you feel it, and it's bringing you enthusiasm and passion and happiness, and you feel like you could take on any challenge in the world. To me, that's where the real magic happens. I know I can go on a 10-mile bike ride, like up some hills, or go, bike around New Zealand with friends, or go through a Spartan course with my friends. And, that's what brings me my true confidence. And also knowing that I'll be an incredible dad in the future, right? That I'll have the energy to show up for my little ones, and that I'll be an enthusiastic lover for my wife. And, that our love life and our passion will just be a spark of passion in union with all of creation. So that's what lights me up about fitness, and that's where it all happened. So when you connect with your why, that's where the magic really happens, right? It's easy to see someone, doing some kind of get rich quick thing and think, hey, let me try to do that too. But sustainability comes with the why, right? Like, I think we can kind of see that with Elon Musk and him creating Tesla. What's his Tesla, and then what's his rocket company called? I'm kind of like spacing on that. And I'm gonna look that up real quick. But it's like, he has a vision for the future. His why is that he believes that humans, SpaceX. His vision and his mission is that he believes that human beings are space faring civilization, right? Not many people think. I mean, like, sure, people think like that, but like, he believes in renewable energy because he believes in intelligence and in the imagination that we're creative human beings, and then we're not limited to just using resources that we use up, right? So, like, he's thinking just in his imagination, creative mind, and that's what I said. That's where you're going to find your best results when you're looking to create your own online economy as well. That's where it all happens, right? So yeah, that's some of the best stuff I got right now for you. I hope that was super fun, for you to check out. Be sure to rewatch some of the nuggets in this. And remember just to be part of a community like this. Subscribe to this channel. I do these live streams, and I share the message, that God or the universe has, that's going to make the biggest impact in your life every time you check this out, because that's how spiritual alignment works. So, for example, do the little things you like, fun in life. Like, I used to smoke weed. I used to do drugs. Now I find a little bit of joy in trying out a new drink on a Facebook live stream or a YouTube live stream. So, what is in the water? No, but live with enthusiasm, live with passion. The magic happens from within. You don't need to sit there and meditate like a freaking rock, but get in tune with your inner imagination. Get in tune with your creative faculties. I think some beautiful things are about to open up for you. All right, much love, abundance, prosperity, and infinite wealth. Oh, is this what's happening? Is this off or what? Go ahead. 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 Oh wow. Oh wow. You're really going. You're really going. Listen up, everybody. I think I gotta listen up, the universe. If you open up your heart and let your soul light shine, infinite things will happen for you. Abundance, prosperity, love, and well. Love you. Love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. Hey, I love you. Keep up the good vibes. Hey, I love you. Keep up the good vibes. Hey, I love it. Keep up the good vibes. Hey, I love it. I was just walking by and I think you're sexy. I was just walking by and I think you're sexy. I was just walking by. I was just walking by and I just felt super attracted. I don't know what that means to you, but I wanted to let you know what that means to you. Hey, what's up? My name is Benji. Hey, what's up? My name is Benji. It's nice to meet you, Atlanta. Nice to meet you, Atlanta. Nice to meet you, Atlanta. Hey, I'll let you go, but hey, you think I can get your name? Hey, I'll let you go, but hey, you think I can get your name? Hey, I'll let you go, but hey, you think I can get your name? Cool. I'll hit you up and let's grab some coffee sometime. You hit you up then. Let's grab some coffee sometime. You hit you up then. Let's grab some coffee sometime.